There's only 125 of these in the world, around 40 to 50 produced each year, and we have one here at Approved Automotive. Enter the Koenigsegg Jesko Attack. Okay, so at the touch of a button, let me introduce you to Ghost Mode. This is what Koenigsegg call robotized auto skin, and this allows for this stunning sequence, which is all articulated body parts of the Jesko, to automatically open and close without the need to touch the car, using only this newly designed key. Now this is a twin turbocharged 5-litre V8 engine. Absolutely unreal. It's capable of 1600 horsepower. Imagine. Now let's get comfortable. This car is 1400 kilograms of downforce, and when you compare that to a 992 GT3 RS, which we'll talk about why later, that's only 800 kilograms of downforce. Now, why is that actually poignant? Well, both cars actually weigh around the same. However, the Jesko has around 1,000 brake horsepower more than the GT3 RS, so that hurts my brain. Now, before we pull ourselves away from the business end of the car, let's talk about the fact that the Jesko does not shift gears, it actually actuates clutches. Very wordy for me. But actually it means it's a 9-speed gearbox, or in this instance a clutch box per se. So you don't change gear, it actuates clutch sets, which allows for a 30 millisecond shift speed. So that actually means the gearbox itself weighs 90 kilograms. So I want to draw your attention to the very back of the transmission here, and then over here you can see that the gearbox itself sits within line of the subframe, which is within the circumference of the wheel itself, and no other car has that. Now, this is not my forte, but normally the transition housing would be hanging where the exhaust is right now. Now, as a result, that means there is plenty of space for distributing the heat. And then basically that means that with all the compact and lightness, it's still more than capable of coping with huge torque, yet still shifting faster than a twin clutch box and selecting any gear ratios at any time. Ooh, tongue twister there. So double click. Now I've double clicked and the car is doing its thing in ghost mode again, because the next thing we're going to speak about is this wing, and catch the Koenigsegg under there just while it's going down. Now I'm just going to clip my mic on here for a second because I want to show you the span of this wing. Not only does it create such a road presence, but it actually has pure brilliance too, because look. Now, it's aesthetically pleasing in extremity. However, notice the fact that its top mounting clears up the surface area underneath the wing. This equals to more downforce, which contributes towards that 1400 kilograms we spoke about earlier. So think about it, 1400 kilograms of weight, around the same for downforce, 1-to-1, that's absolutely phenomenal. So now round to the front, we are reminded that every single panel of this car is carbon fiber, contributing to the weight ratio of this absolute monster. So check out this absolutely huge air dam in the front of the car to contribute towards the cooling. And remember, the Jesko Attack specifically is more track focused. If you're looking to be able to put the roof into the boot, then you definitely need to look something more like the Jesko Absolute, because that one is a little bit more for that. So the wheels are 21 inch at the back and 20 at the front here, and very significant to mention, they are Michelin tyres. Why? Because from the beginning of Koenigsegg, Michelin has been the official partner, and if you think about all that power, all that strength and technology, this is the platform to the floor. So pretty important that they're the best tyres you can get. Let's climb and have a look inside. Have to be very careful here, although the car is with us at the moment here at Approved Automotive, because we've just done full paint protection film on the car, and you can check out the video of that one as well. But come and join us inside. Oh, well, absolutely honoured to be sitting in a car like this. And can we describe it as a car, or can we describe it as some kind of other planet space shuttle? It's absolutely insane. Just look at the masterpiece of that this is. There's carbon, of course, everywhere, and everything is just so absolutely sleek. And there's a couple of new things as well for Koenigsegg. But one thing is here, let's just switch the transmission on. One of the things is, if you notice this screen, just like you see on a Rolls-Royce wheel, you can see that turning there. Now, that gearbox we spoke about earlier, you can actually jump gears with. So that means, technically, depending on how the car is set up at the time, you can actually do this based on the RPM. And whilst you might think that this definitely is not an everyday drive car, it does have a lot of creature comforts, such as front lift, CarPlay, wireless charging, and this helps this car be much more usable day to day, which is quite surprising despite the fact that this car is a huge track focus and the spaceship, of course. And as a first for Koenigsegg, you also have these new tactile screens here on the steering wheel and an entirely new infotainment system as well. Also, coming back to that usability factor as well, the car does actually have wet and snow and comfort modes, just in case you fancy it. And finally, you may have been wondering, what is this weird thing on the dash? Well, that is an analog G-meter reader. Pretty cool, because I'm told that on the inside of this, it looks pretty much like a Swiss watch, so I'd be interested to see inside that one day. So, the exciting part, let's start her up. So what do you guys think? We're absolutely honoured to have here at Approved Automotive. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye!